What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 9. And in this video, we're going to talk about Episode 9, 14, 15, and 16 a little bit. Obviously, if you're worried about spoilers, just stop watching. Spoiler warning. Obviously, right there. Now, we don't have the Q&A for Episode 914, but we have some little tidbits and some information from a couple of different groups, including the Spoiling Dead fans. But either way, I'm very excited about the episode, and I can't wait till Sunday. Now, the spoilers information from the Walking Dead Family and Friends Facebook group, 914 Scars. A great episode, although very dark in places. And some of the translations a little tricky here from what the person wrote to English, but we'll just get through it. Daryl and Michonne shown looking for Rick a little. A friend Michonne knows from way back is doing something not good. And then Judith goes missing with this friend. And when Daryl and Michonne go searching for her, they get taken hostage by the friend and others, get marked, and some killing ensues. Judith is found in the nick of time, and whispers are watching the kingdom. Thank you to the wonderful source, spoiling courtesy of the Walking Dead Friends and Family. So, wow. A friend Michonne knows from way back is doing something not good, and Judith goes missing with this friend. Who is it? We don't know because that's all we have. So what? What? Oh man. Well, Judith looks to be saved. And a lot of people were like, Judith's going to get captured and going to get taken in this. And I'm glad that doesn't happen because we've been there, done that in, the second half of season 9. But who could it be doing this? I just don't know. Is it Oceanside? We haven't seen them. That to me makes the most sense. Is it an old friend like a savior? Not really. I mean, an old friend could be Oceanside. We haven't seen them for a reason, right? So it makes the most sense to me that it would be Oceanside. We're going to see them again at the fair, and who's left, who's not. And we don't know if it's Oceanside or not, but that's just my guess because they've been MIA for a long time. So where have they been? That could be the story that makes sense, especially if it's a flashback to what happened then when Daryl and Michonne get marked. But I just don't know who takes Judith and how. I mean, if Judith just goes with somebody from Alexandria, who is it? I mean, who's left? Who's still there at Alexandria? Is it Rosita? Is it Eugene? Is it Aaron? I mean, who's there if it's present day timeline versus flashbacks? I just don't know. But the fact that Judith is saved, she's saved and found, is good. And the Whispers find the kingdom. And how? How do they know about the kingdom? After that little bit of spoiler information, I got so many questions, and that's good because I'm excited for the episode even more now. So per Kirsten Acuna, she wrote, The Walking Dead 914 is one of the most intense, nerve-wracking episodes I have ever watched. Maybe the darkest episode The Walking Dead has ever done. But so good. Have someone or something to hold. Oh man, I don't know if she's overselling it or what, but I was excited before this information, and it's got me way over the top excited to 11. My excitement goes to 11. But we have some information about episodes 15 and 16 as well, potentially. I don't know if it's confirmed or not as of yet, but it's about Henry. So if you don't want to know, just stop watching now. Some people don't want to know spoilers, but again, spoiler warning. So the word is, has been, that Henry has a high possibility that he dies this season. And I don't think a lot of people miss this guy, but let's give a refresher of the Whisper arc tidbits from the Spoiling Dead fans. Michonne, Carol, and Daryl end up at the Whisper camp at some point in episode 15. They are tied up and eventually talk with Alpha. Alpha secretly infiltrates the fair in episode 15, supposedly she wears a dress. Assuming the events follow the comics, this is where she will find and lure away her victims for the Pikes. Henry is still stuck at the Whisper camp, but it looks like he makes an escape in episode 15. He heads back to the kingdom, but encounters Alpha on his way. Unfortunately, right now it looks like Henry will be killed and probably ends up on a pike. Alpha will return to the Whisperer camp in episode 15 after she has finished her murdering business and she'll show off her bloody machete, similar scene from the comics. The Pikes reveal should be in episode 15 or 16. The groups will deal with the blizzard in episode 16. Kingdom has to move to the hilltop because it's so bad and Kingdom is falling apart. So if you have some information about Henry, where's Lydia? Where's Dog? Where's Connie? If Daryl, Michonne, and Carol are at the Whisperer camp in episode 15, how'd they get there? How'd they get taken hostage? Because we're going to see Daryl, Michonne, Lydia, Henry, Connie, and Dog at Alexandria. But I'm guessing they leave at some point, and I can't wait to find out. Also, the news, if you don't know, about Sadiq is not confirmed. It hasn't ever been confirmed. It's just a tracking rumor, potential spoiler for the show. Does Siddiq sell out the group? Is he the old friend? I don't know. I mean, is he an old friend? Could be at this time, right? He's been there for over 7.5 years. But let's talk about Siddiq a little bit. Just a bit of background and heads up before I get into this. What I'm about to share was given to us by a reliable source. However, the source specifically stated that they aren't sure about this and don't know enough about it to further elaborate. Apparently, Siddiq may betray Team Family in order to save his own life. Source speculated that he might give up information on the different communities, perhaps the location of the fair, to the Whispers. We aren't sure if there were others with him whenever this supposed betrayal occurs. Again, all this is very unclear and uncertain, so don't freak out yet. This could evolve into something completely different or just turn out to be dead wrong. Time will tell. So there's a possibility of some betrayal right there. He was at Alexandria, he's an Alexandrian resident, he's connected in this love quadrangle, not sure what's gonna happen. But to be honest, I don't wanna see that. But like they say, you can't always get what you want. And we'll see if it's true, starting in this Sunday's episode into 15 and 16. But we got some clues potentially about some victims of the Pikes. And we talk about it in a bunch of videos about the Whisperer Pikes and that they go to the fair and they bring them back and they line them up and we're gonna get snow and we're gonna get this and it's gonna be great. And it's going to be terrible at the same time. But there's a lot of people that look a lot like each other this season. And we haven't really seen that much in the series. So I'd say it's got to be done for a reason, right? You see Gage. Who does he look like? Looks like another young teenager, looking a little like Henry? Yeah, so what if Gage is actually killed and not Henry on the Pikes? But if Henry gets caught by Alpha on the way to the kingdom, he's dead meat, right? I mean, there's no way that Alpha would keep this guy around. But we'll have to see if it's true, if he actually escapes and gets away. But what if Gage is actually the person killed and not Henry? I mean, it makes sense to keep Henry around, right? I mean, the Henry-Lydia dynamic makes sense going forward. What happens with Lydia if Henry's killed? Why would you have Henry take over the Carl-Lydia story arc just to kill him off? As for Luke and Ozzy, they look pretty similar, right? That's got to be a coincidence? I don't think so. But I still don't know if we can trust Ozzy and the Highwayman. I would like to think so, and I would like to hope so, but we never know. And the last one here is Nora and Connie. I mean, there's no way of telling if either of these characters will get killed, but if Connie's not at the fair, I think she lives. If Nora's at the fair, I think she dies. She's definitely one of my picks. But I can't wait to find out one way or another. And like I said before, guys, I'm super, super excited, mainly for the flashback. I want answers. I want to know how Michonne got the X-Scar, Daryl got his X-Scar, who gave it to them, why are they still alive, how did it go down, how did Daryl get the scar on his face? It's probably all connected, but I just got questions. And hopefully The Walking Dead has answers. And why is Judith out here with some friend that clearly isn't a friend? And Michonne's like, Judith, where are you? Ah! But ultimately, Judith looks to be saved. And she better be, right? I don't want to see Judith get harmed. I want her to live on for a long time. I want to see what happens with Michonne. And some people are like, how do you know this is Michonne getting injured? Well, I don't. But just to see where it's at, it's kind of like an indentation in her bandana. And it's just looking like it's on her face. And like the blood dripped down from a wound on her face onto her forehead. But why would you attack a pregnant woman, even if she is a badass with a katana? That's pretty messed up. And I shared the synopses with you guys in another video, but here they are again, 9/14, 15, and 16. And I'm excited about it, especially now with the little potential spoiler information for episode 9/14 that could connect with 9/15 and 16. And it's just crazy to think that as one group deals with an enemy from within in 9/16. So the enemy from within. Is it the Whispers that have a problem with each other? Is it the Kingdom? Hilltop? Alexandria? Oh man, I can't wait to find out. As for the fair, I'm excited to see how it goes down. And we were talking about the fair several weeks ago. I don't know if other channels did or what, but people are trying to start drama between channels, and I'm not trying to at all. I'm trying to just have a harmonious community with all the channels reuniting and talking together, coming together like at the fair. But we talked about the Walking Dead fair being compared to the Red Wedding on Game of Thrones. So it makes sense that it's the Red Fair, like the Red Wedding, and people are getting so bent out of shape about it, and I don't know why. But episode 9/14 airs this Sunday, and I'm super excited for it. And I have to say, season 9 is great, and I'm really glad they stepped their game up and improved this season, because season 8 and season 7 were pretty weak, some of the weakest of the entire series. Season 9 brought a lot of people back, hopefully. But I'm not worried about other people watching it. I know I am. I know you are. I know my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family will continue to support the show and the channel. So thank you all who have watched this video and our Patreon patrons. Support the channel, contribute to the channel one way or another. Super chats, live chats, Patreon donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, being real, making memories, and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.